Hey, Pat the Pauper here. Got something different. So, as we've talked about over on the cardboard conversations, as well as some conversations with you guys down in the comment section and by email, I'm a big fan of proxies. And this is actually a whole deck I bought from MakePlayingCards.com. And it's an Edric deck that I've been building up online. And I wanted to go ahead, kind of get it in hand, play test it, and I decided through their site you can go ahead and use an extension program and get some really cool artwork on these cards. So that's what this is going to be. I'm going to be opening up this product here, go through a bunch of these cards, and kind of give you a little preview on what they can be. So see if you're interested in that. Seems like a pretty nice envelope, bubble mailer. And, yep, that's exactly what I was expecting. You can get this shipped to you in different ways. So you can, instead of just a shrink wrap like this, you can also get it in a little play box. You can get a tin made. They've got some really interesting different types of prints that you can get as well. So all sorts of different backs. So I chose the Simic looking sword here because this is actually an Edric deck, so the whole thing is going to be green and blue. So I thought that would be a cool thing to do. Now these look exactly the same size. Actual magic card right here, token. Yep, these are exactly the same size. Perfect. Same shape. The cornering looks wonderful. Yeah, so far even not unwrapped, they look great. Let's go ahead and do exactly that. They did a real good job keeping that tightened together. Nothing got loose in shipping, so that's good. And I'll get right into it here. Wonderful. Like it. Got a good feel to it. Yeah, these definitely feel like, a magic card. Maybe a bit thin. This was the cheapest option. I went with, I believe they call it S30, so you can get the actual card stock in different ways. Yeah, this feels really good. Centering is pretty decent. It looks like it is actually a little bit off to the left, so off to a terrible start, let's be honest. Looks good though. Yeah, the print quality is fantastic. It looks great. Yeah, it's a good looking card. So, like I said, I got some really crazy artwork for some of these. This is an aqueous form. Aqueous form? Yeah. So, look at that. Borderless. Absolutely borderless. Very cool. Again, phenomenal print quality. These look great. I am very pleased with that. Yeah, look at this. I went ahead. This is, it's Edric, so it's a bit of an elf kind of deck. And I got the most adorable squirrel for an arbor elf. That's going to be kind of a running theme, is just some really cute artwork. I like that stuff, And, oh, look at that. Just absolutely demonic arcane signet. Beautiful. Very pleased with this. Looking great. I mean, absolutely picture perfect from what it was on the site, and just looks great. And because you've got this, backing here, you can tell instantly. Oh, hold on, I still got chroma key on. Let me go ahead and change that. Oh, jeez. You can't even see that that's a cool green card. Well, make sure we get that Arbor Elf. Yeah. But like I was saying, since they've got this backing here, you know instantly that this is not a real magic card, and shit, look at the front of it, it's not a real magic card. And I actually have asceticism in this deck, but I'm thinking about taking it out. It's not quite the right fit, but I do like having the creatures have hexproof on my side. That's pretty nice, and little tacked on regeneration isn't bad. And this is out of a secret lair, I believe. And, just the right amount of gloss on them. These look very good. Ooh, okay, I'm excited to see how this worked out. So, one of the tricky things you got to make sure if you're doing something like this is to really review the product. So, I was told when I started doing the ordering process, any double-sided cards, got to be really sure you get the right back on them. So this is a Bark Channel Pathway, And on the back, bam, look at that. Tide channel pathway as well. I couldn't get the super cool artwork from on the front in the same style on the back, but I think it's still pretty solid. Oh, cute. Oh, look at that. Absolutely adorable. So it's Bear Umbra, and you can see somebody snuggled up right there with the bear. Oh, super cute. And a really good card. You know, it gets 2/2 whenever it attacks, untap all lands. That alone would be pretty beastly. But then you throw Totem Armor as even a little kicker for 2 and 2. That's pretty good. Oh, man. Such a cool art. Love this. Look at that. Beast Whisperer. So you still get the mana symbols up top. I tried to keep that pretty consistent. And you get this, you know, anime chick and this big adorable wolf. Oh, super good. Now, I did decide to go a little bit more wild with some of the instants, sorceries, stuff like that, just because it's not going to sit on the battlefield and confuse anybody. So, Beast Within. Yeah, old school artwork. I believe this is one of the first printings that they did with artwork like that. And then this guy, whoever this is Dave Alsop. So, big shout out to you, guy. Right there. Dave Alsop. Custom proxy, not for sale. I mean, it's very straight about, you know, hey, this is what you're getting. And I'll tell you at the very end, if you stick around, I'll let you know how much everything costs. And I think you'll be very surprised for the price, what we get out of it. I mean, look at this Beastmaster Ascension. Just super cool. And, you know, reading the card tells you what the card does. So, bangarang. But just this gigantic squirrel. I'm a big fan. That is done by Matthias Birch with a T. Ooh, big old Biden Athasa. Now, this is an enchantment, so it is going to hang around on the field for a while, but you say it's Biden Athasa and you get artwork like that. Holy moly, you know what you're getting. Jeez, such a good card. I love the way these came out. 100% just loving stuff so far. And bang! Look at this beaut. Okay, so it's Biomass Mutation, X, and then you get Simic. Simic is your payments there. Creatures you control have base power toughness, XX until end of turn. So it's the same artwork that's on the original Biomass Mutation card. They just stretched it all out, you know, tuned it up, really gave you a good color pattern for it. Just super good. Just blown away. I spent hours looking around and getting all just some of the coolest artworks like this for Burgeoning. You know, super good. Beautiful. I am just thrilled with the vibrancy of this card. Very lively and explains Burgeoning so good. You know, it's a great expression of that. I do recall that for Circle of Dreams Druid, there weren't a lot of good options. So I went for probably just the most beautiful artwork I could find. So this gal's holding just a glowing snail. So for 3 green pips, you get a 2/1 tap for each green. Get green for each creature you control, and it's an elf, so you know, playing right into the whole theme. Now, this is such a great card in this deck, since it is running kind of that elf ball situation there. Coat of Arms, gorgeous looking artwork, and it's really a coat of arms. This is on a big old shield. Loving it. And again, theme right there. It's dark and it's cute at the same time. Classification, look at this gigantic kitty cat. Oh, it's so big over these mountains, bigger than a river, gigantic eyes. I would just want to ride on that thing like a Totoro bus. And, ooh-wee, very cool. So, huge fan of this here command tower. You know, I could probably just instead do this. I'm going to change the camera a bit. Yeah, might work out a bit better. Yeah. So we've got command tower here. This is nice, full, super extended artwork. Just thrilled with the spiral action here. You know, it is your command tower. This giant looming beacon throughout all of this ethereal. So tapping for a commander color is a good thing to do. Ooh-wee, the vibrancy on this. Yeah, that comes through just as well on camera, and I'm proud, happy to see that. I mean, this is just an explosively colorful card. The blue and red here really flare up on this. They are wonderful in person. I can't wait to sleeve this up and get to playing a bit. Cultivate, geez, this is just outstanding. I am very happy I went for the full art on some of these. Now again, I'll put all the links for this stuff down below, and thank you again, Matt from MTG Gaming, Bob's channel there. MTG Gaming Matt himself was the one that turned me onto this stuff, so. And Elven Ambush. This is one of the more basic looking cards, more similar to the original. Elven Archdruid, very nice looking, extended, beautiful. Just what else can you ask for? If you want to ask for something else, you know, you just look around a little bit and you'll find it. So Elvish Champion, Elvish Guidance. Now this is just such a cool little thing right here. Elvish Mystic, ooh-wee. Just look at that. Let me even get closer for you guys and gals. There you go. So you get to see the same wonderful artwork I do. Elvish Promenade, another great hit in this deck. Elvish Warmaster. Now this is very different artwork than the first and originals one that you see with the gentleman there. So I've got to say, her armor, just that right amount of gleam to it, looks phenomenal. She's a wonderful elf warrior, and she's just getting more people to join her cause, like the Eternal Witness. Now there were a couple of other versions of this, but I liked how the smoke trail went up over the wording there. Primo. Oh, Evolving Wilds. And doesn't it look like it is just an Evolving Wilds right there? You've got these huge roiling clouds coming in. I think that's a typhoon changing over the land. Ooh, boy. Without, let's see, go ahead, get that a little higher up here. Without the interfering hands of civilization, nature will always shape itself into its own needs. Along with a Fairy Seer. Ooh, gorgeous looking artwork. The yellow really pops on that. Absolutely phenomenal. A Flooded Grove. Fits so well in this deck. A wonderful card as well. Now, not a whole lot of basics in this deck, but I went ahead, of course, hundreds and hundreds. I believe for a forest there was 543 different versions to pick from, so it definitely took a while to get just the right versions of these. So all of these forests and islands are all going to have some pretty crazy artwork. Now, something I did note was that the foils, I went ahead and looked at some of the different treatments you can get. You can get foiling in all sorts of different ways. The artwork can be on both sides, so if you want, you can flip the whole deck over and just have it be two-sided. If you want, you can get the actual card quality made out of different things. So you can get, like I said, this is their S30 line, so this is going to be one of the cheapest versions you can get. Now, just killer looking forests all the way through. Went ahead, got some of that stained glass as well. Beautiful looking archways right through there. Actual, you know, forest looking stuff, and it's got the cute little marmots and squirrels running about. Lovely. Very on theme. We've got someone just going on an adventure. That's what we're doing here today as well. So thank you for joining me. You know, I will be doing this probably more often. Now that I've been designing a lot more decks, I've been playing online a bit, doing that MTG Arena Brawl. Pretty fun. But I also play a lot with oh geez, I'm friggin' having a brain fart here. Spell Table, geez Louise. So yeah, been playing a lot on Spell Table as well, and I think that showing this stuff off over there would actually be pretty fun to do. I think some people would be up for that. Now, I thought this was a pretty cool looking forest. We've got the actual forest canopy here, and then some lattice work for some bridging, and then an RV camper up top. Very My Neighbor Totoro cute. And a very extended, practically borderless. This is just a nice little frame, and you can see the artwork goes all the way to the edge. Very, very nice. And go ahead, make sure you guys put your favorite card down below. Which was the one that you were most excited to see? What artwork stood out to you the most? Was it Growth Spiral with Jack the Beanstalk here? Fee, fi, fo, fum, I smell the blood of an Englishman. Be he alive or be he dead, I'll grind his bones to make my bread. Yep. And Gadul Lurker. You know, this is such an old school card, not very played for some reason, so people didn't make a bunch of super cool looking ones. So I went for the Dragons of Tarkir version. And again, proxies. So it looks just like a real Magic card. And really, it feels like one too. So, sorcery here. This is harvest season. And just explosive looking artwork. Very vibrant. I like how stand out it is. Same thing with heroic intervention. Wowza. Holy moly, that's gorgeous. And it's so on theme as well. You've got, you know, the green ground behind them. Their force field is in green as well, but, you know, it's bounding off all these different colors of the incoming spell blast. Stay close, and their wrathful flames will not harm you, is what it says. And we've got Immaculate Magistrate here. Now, I'm thinking this is the Immaculate Magistrate. This dude just looks kind of ugly, but good looking card. Along with an actual invisible stalker. So it's the same artwork. They just went ahead, blew it up, and then put a little bit of a style on it. It actually picks up a little bit differently on camera than it does in person. This looks pretty slick. I like it. I had to be very picky about the box down at the bottom. And looks like we're getting into some of the islands here. So we start off with a big, beautiful island. Some old school. I think this is from Unglued right there. Nice stained glass. Just this beautiful floating mana symbol there, and these carved out flooded cliffs. So I saw this. This is a Dragon Ball Z land. So you can see Kami House right there. No, it's Dragon Ball, the original, because that's little kid Goku coming in on the Nimbus. Just, I don't know. Kind of jumped out and spoke to me, so maybe that's your favorite card. Or is it this? Is it all the sharks and octopus cloud? Is that your favorite one? Maybe it's this, one of the, I want to say it's a Zendikar type land. Got the person in the leaf right here out meditating. Japanese version of a land. A very island looking island. I know, it just seems to fit. And we're back to some more cute cards. So Kodama of the East Tree being this just very inquisitive fox-like creature. And you still get all the same wording. I did have it kind of tightened up on this one, so I chose just the version that was for me. The Llanowar Elves, or as some people say, Yanowar, but some people are idiots too. So, just a nice looking gal, beautiful flowing locks with her ability to add green. And big anime eyes, cute young gal. Her name's Lysalana. She's a hunt master. She's also an elf warrior. Nice full borderless stuff. Now on this site there were actually a lot of like pretty girl cards. Not quite my theme. It's not my jam. Marwyn the Nurturer here. Look at her holding that little babe right there. You know, just trying to protect and nurture. That's her thing. Maskwood Nexus. I mean, just it speaks for itself. The qualities here in the printing. You get a good solid card. You know it's a proxy though, and it just looks beautiful. Really express yourself with your cards. That's what I went for on this, you know. And Miss Cloak Herald right here. A Mystic Reflection. I think it's really cool. Does the camera pick it up well? It does. So you've got the black shadowy version that reflects the young, I want to say wizard dress, is it witch? Yeah, witches and wizards. So this mystic walking across the water here, very cool. Ha 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 ha. Naturalize. So we've got this giant dinosaur looking creature with a blade all wrinkled and broken stuck to the bottom of his foot. Destroy target artifact or enchantment. So I think this is just cool. Yeah, I like it. This is stuff I wanted. So, and since it's an instant, I don't really care about how blown out and different from a regular looking magic card it is, because I'll play it and it sits in my graveyard and, you know, boom. Also a Once Upon a Time. You know, we've got our adventurer there with a glowing Vorpal sword almost. A shadowy creature lurking behind. Oracle of Moldiah. So, Elf Shaman in an Edric deck, you know, what do you think? It's going to be easy peasy to add that. So, kind of a cartoonish, almost anime look to it. I really like how that scepter comes out here. And then, covers a little bit on the symbol. Very cool. How the hat comes up over the top, and you know, you can see the swoosh from her smashing down and hitting the ground. And it's just a beast of a card. Oh yeah, this was one of my favorites out of the whole lot here. Was just this beautiful full art Panharmonicon right here. You know, it's really good in this deck, and at the same time just really good looking card. I like the almost noir kind of look to it, the gilded type. Now, as you can tell, these are not foil. So I did hear that the foil versions can be a little bit dark. So something to be noted there. And again, you know, since this is going to be something played from my hand to the graveyard kind of thing, I decided I could really go all out with this ponder. So you see someone just looking at these shooting stars, and wow. A Pongify. So again, we've got this just kind of cartoony, sort of crazy look to it. It's a giant armored gorilla kind of thing, and it's got some guns on it with a laser eye. As it says in the text in the bottom, some spellcrafting mistakes to go on become spells of their own. So that's Pongify. A Priest of Titania. Very good. Look at that. Jeez Louise. Just the glow behind her, how it's such a soft look, but you see a little definition here and there on both the rocks, on her dress, and some of the trees. Good looking card. Ooh, a Realm Walker. Great in this deck because it being a changeling, it's certainly an elf. And on top of that, just certainly a great looking card. A Reclaim. Now that's it, that artwork, I just love it. Look at that. We've got looks like an elf warrior, and we've got another one in the back, and they're out there grabbing their arrows, and that's exactly what they did. They felled a warrior, and they are reclaiming something. So put that card from your graveyard to the top of your library. Speaking of reclaiming, we've got Reclamation Sage. Look at that. She's got the little squirrel there, and I think another one up at the top. She's just hanging out, being cool, having a lovely day in a beautiful dress. Ooh, look at, geez Louise. I mean, it feels like it's going to just drip right off the card. Just beautiful looking reconnaissance mission. It's the same as the original artwork, but they just blew it out of the proportions. It's 10 out of 10. This is Ooh, just loving these. And rejuvenating springs. Same sort of thing. You get that fantasy, medieval, spell and sword sort of stuff. Just really good looking. I am pleased as peaches. And Return to Nature. Same thing, you know, just upped that definition. Someone ran it through Photoshop. Really did some great work on these. And Seeker of Skybreak. So untapped target creature. It's super helpful in this deck. Lets you go, you know, really off just super early. Great looking card. Centering's very good. I'm glad that that first one, an offer you can't refuse. Yeah. And since it was on top, it got a little bit of a ding corner. Tisk tisk. But Simic Growth Chamber. Yeah, I mean, look at that. You got the 2 babies in there and that big old vat. Just a cool looking thing. And Siren Stormcaller. So, looks like a feathered fairy almost. Yeah. Siren Pirate Wizard. Such a funny combination of words. But for a 1/1 flyer, that's not bad. And Slitherblade, same thing as I said on Reconnaissance Mission, just such extended artwork, it's incredible. And Soul Ring, I mean, this was such a hard choice. Hundreds and hundreds of different options. So make sure if you're going to go on this website that you've got, you know, a drink and a snack, that you are just in the right mood, and go back, look it over a few times. Maybe you get a few different versions if you're going to get any at all. I'm thinking that I should have done that, and in my next order, I'm definitely going to go ahead and snag some extra cards here and there. And Spellskite, I mean, just wow. I don't know what else to say. The black and white is just so poppin'. The definition of these in person is even better than what you're getting on the 1080 here. So, oh, Staff of Domination. Same thing as with Spellskite, Staff of Domination as well. These were really hard to choose which one I was going to get. The wording's a little bit tight on this one, but I'm okay with that because, well, I can just pick it up and look at it. Just like this. Look at that. You can just pick it up and look at it. Yeah, see? Now you know it does stuff. But what you know what it does is look friggin' awesome. Super friggin' awesome. They did have some inventions or evocation versions, but I decided that was the one for me. Same thing with Swiftfoot Boots. There's a lot of different options for this card here as well because it's such a good card. Creature gets hexproof and haste. Jeez Louise, can you get much better? Not really. And that's what I thought about this artwork as well. You know, Swiftfoot Boots. Look at that. You've got a ninja, you know, a thief running from rooftop to rooftop, and these boots are helping them do it. Oh, Toski, Bear of Secrets, you little critter, you. Look at that. It looks as though the squirrel is summoning up these little acorns. I love this artwork. And it looks a little bit less defined here. Let me go ahead, maybe. No. We'll keep that on. I like it. But looks great. You know, in person, phenomenal. I am just pleased as peaches with this whole order. And Trickery Charm. Again, like I said, since a lot of these cards are going to be played from my hand or kept in my hand the whole time, go right into the graveyard. Instant sorceries, I decided to go crazy with them. So this Trickery Charm just I think speaks exactly that. You've got like the Oni mask and really just popping. I love that pink purple, just looks neon almost. And you know it's not a real card, but it still serves the same purpose. So I'm liking these proxies. And Umbral Mantle right here, instant, you know, if you don't kill this card, I've gone infinite. Stuff's getting wild. I'm winning the game. And if you look at this card, just how beautiful it is, I am winning as well. You know, you've got that shadowy figure right there, and you've got the cloaked warrior wearing it. Just super cool. Super cool. nice unsummon. I don't know why there weren't a million different versions, but I think there were only maybe 10, 12 different versions of unsummon, and this is the one I went for. Old school artwork, just went real borderless on it. Along with a Well-Wisher, gain a life for each elf on the field. Boy, oh, you've seen a lot of them, and just see so much on this card. Really like the rays coming in, the statues in the background. Beautiful looking critter right there. Good stuff. And Wirewood Chandler as well. Very nice framing. I like that. Wirewood Symbiote. Same look. Same type of frame there. You know you're getting a creature insect for one, and just really blew up that same original artwork, but added so much definition and detail into it. Gorgeous. Along with Wolverine Riders. So you can see that big old Wolverine, and she's riding it. And what else can I say? It's such a good card. It pulls its weight and some on this battlefield. We also have Yavimaya Coast. I mean, you've got the forest, you've got the ocean, you got these cool things floating around. Just good looking card to me. I like them. And actual My Neighbor Totoro. So you've got this beautiful high definition forest, just beautiful glow to it. Everything looks soft and warm. And you've got Totoro right there, and just little girl sleeping right on his belly, being warm and happy and safe. What else can I say? You know, pleased as peaches. And last card. This is Edric Spymaster of Trest. So, actually, leave it right where it was. You know what the hap is. For one, a green and a blue, you get a 2/2 legendary elf rogue. Whenever a creature deals combat damage to one of my opponents, its controller may draw a card. So everybody just gets to go through their deck, put all that stuff in their hand, and really accelerate the game, have some fun. So, like I said, I was going to tell you here at the end what everything cost. So the actual price of this deck, 100 cards even, was $28. And then with $12 shipping, it was a total of $40 right to the house. Yeah, tax was included in the price of the deck itself, so it was $40. Cool, $40 to get this sent right out to me. And I am just beyond happy with this product purchase. So I'll definitely be getting some more decks. If there's anything you want to see me do in the next order, go ahead and let me know down in the comment section. And again, I really do want to hear what was your favorite card out of this purchase. What type of artwork jumped out for the most in your eyes? Was it some of the crazy Maskwood Nexus? Maybe it was Well-Wisher? I don't know. You've got to tell me to let me know. Until next time, I'm Pat the Pauper. Love you, take care, and see you again soon.